How you doing, YouTube? Matt Massive Beer Reviews, back with a little bit of, Irish Extra Stout. Kind of excited. 6.4% Irish Extra Stout, mind you, in the form of Goose Brewing. It's their Goose is Loose. The Goose is Loose. I apologize. Like I said, it's a 6.4% Irish Extra Stout. This comes courtesy of my boy Christian. He works for the brewery, sent them on his own accord, so they're not from the brewery. On the bottom here, it actually says Founding Member Series Volume 3, so I don't know if this is maybe something, that was only, like, club exclusive stuff, to where it's, like, kind of Kickstarter, kind of, when people open a brewery, usually have, like, club members and stuff, and they have releases for that. So I don't know if that's the case on this one, but I'm excited to dive into it. I did a export stout, dry export stout, Irish export stout, bourbon barrel aged from these guys. It'll go up the same time as this review, and that was pretty fucking awesome. So I'm assuming maybe this is the tweaked version of that, or this version is what they used and tweaked for the barrel aged version. We'll see what's what. This was canned, who knows, and label-wise, it's got geese on it. What do you want? That's Doc, Rich, almost 2 fingers. Look at that big ass bubble there. It's kind of fun, isn't it? Rich, kind of what I like my coffee to look like, colored head. Rich darkness, big, huge stout vibes on it, but it is 6.4% Irish stout. It's not a huge beer, and again, label, it's got geese on it. What do you want? She looks the part of a nice big stout. Let's see if I can get a nose. Yeah, it's exactly what you would expect for, like, a nice, dry Irish stout. It's got a roastiness to it. It's got a slightly oaty kind of creaminess to it. And that roastiness is both, like, a roasted malt bitterness, but there's also this kind of chocolate kind of bitterness thing going on, like a bittering chocolate. And it's just got this softness to it, this creaminess to it, and it's actually starting to kind of open up and with these soft kind of coffee vibes to it. So it's almost like a lightly coffeed, bittering chocolate mochaccino kind of vibe going, and this nice roasty, toasty kind of old school, low ABV, rich kind of stout thing. It smells really, really good. It smells way bigger than that 6.4% would lead you to believe. Yeah. I'm diving in. Cheers. It's good. I like that. It drinks its weight class, actually, in the taste. Its nose is way bigger. It does kind of beg for a little bit of body, though. It does come off a little bit thin, and there is a little bit of that metallic astringency I'm very, very susceptible to. Kind of easy to get over, but I think if you have something there beefing up the body, whether it be a heavier oat edition or more preferably some kind of nitro-based kind of version of it, I think it comes off as a way different beer, and I think in a way more positive way for me. But as it sits here, everything kind of translates exactly from the nose to the taste, except everything's knocked down a notch. So that roasty toastiness is there, but on the nose it's like an 8, when the taste it's like a 5. Again, that chocolate coffee back and forth bittering thing, again, 8 to 5. Everything is there, it's just everything's kind of leveled down a bit. And like I said, probably the biggest knock is the mouthfeel. It's not thin, but it's thinner than what you'd expect for a beer of this ilk. And like I said, there is that subtle metallic thing going on, but again, that's more of a me thing. I'm super susceptible to that, so most people probably won't even detect it or even have an issue with it. Not that I have a huge issue with it. It's way smaller than a lot of that kind of offness, that kind of metallic thing that I get in a lot of beers. And it's tasty. It's really nice. I like the way it comes through. It just really is that body for me. I need just a little bit more to it to kind of get me all hot and bothered. And like I said, just bumping up something to add some mouthfeel to it, oat addition, things like that. Or do this in a nitroed version. Let's put it this way. If they're serving this in their tap room and they have a nitro system, I'm 99% sure this thing's on nitro when you go to the brewery. And it's tasty. It's delicious. It's what I want from these beers, minus that kind of little bump in that mouthfeel. Good stuff. And like you even said, I would even say it's really well made. I know I'm kind of harping on that little bit of metallic thing, but that's more of a me thing than the beer thing. Anyway, so let's talk about it. It's one of the better Irish stouts that I've had as of late. Yeah, I've had better. I've had worse, but it's definitely worthy of the conversation. Value and availability, You know, it's Ghost Talk. I think they're brewery only. I'm assuming during COVID times they're doing some kind of distro, and leave you with, if you like what we like this beer, if you like traditional old stouts, Irish stouts, those kind of things, you're gonna be hard pressed to find something better than this in the kind of New Jersey-ish area. I know this is an uber traditional style. Not a lot of people do them, but when they do them and they do them well, that's the case here. So there you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers. If you want to check me out doing the social media stuff, Beer Massive. If you want to check me out doing the whole podcasting thing, hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a little Irish stout right now. Hopefully see you next time. Cheers.